Okay, hope everybody is doing well. Thought I'd do a video on some of the successful crosses that I'm still working on. Now these fish are old, so the males are a little funky looking. They have good color, but the body's thinning out and they're starting to get a little bit of a hump. What hump? Or, like not really a hump, I guess, but you can just tell they're old from looking at them. So anyway, they're in with one female. This was my attempt at coming up with yellow lace snakeskins or something close to it. Now I had to pull out about 5 females because if you look at this female, there's no red in the upper part of the tail. And I was starting to get females with red in the upper part of the tail, and then when those fry grew out, the males had more or less a red snakeskin. So basically they were reverting back to what the father was. So that wasn't good when your goal is yellow lace snakeskin like these are. So these are pretty much exactly what I want, except I don't like that gray spot at the where the tail meets the body, which is called the caudal area, peduncle. So a little tough to keep them on here. This little container is an older photo tank, and it's got a few scratches in the front. So I'm trying to film them when they're away from the scratches. So what does a cloud wear on any general day? Thunderwear. Thunderwear. Awful, awful, awful. But it's probably true. So that's what's going on with these. I have some females in reserve and a few males in reserve, and these will go back into their 2.5 gallon tank. I try to do the crosses in 2.5 gallon tanks or smaller so that the male can get to the females, and I also try to pick females that either just had fry or that were virgin females. And if they just had fry, there's an excellent chance that they'll mate with the newer male instead of retaining sperm from a prior male. So at least that's been my experience with breeding the guppies. So something to keep in mind. But these are 3 excellent males. And there's a little hint of red in the tail on a couple of them. Looks like the light is interfering with trying to pick up the pattern. And I think we got there. You can see a little bit at the base of the bottom part of the tail. And now you can really see the scratches in the container. So anyway, I'll try to get to a few more, which I think are all snakeskins more or less. And we'll see. These are not crosses. These are a grow out of blurry fish. Now they're Silverado reds, and are mostly hiding in the plants. There's one in the back. So yeah, these guys have to go into a bigger tank soon, and I have to call a few males out. So okay, I'll be right back with the rest of the video. Alright, now this is a cross I made a while back of actually a red lace snakeskin to a all red albino. So these are older breeders. This female is really kind of shot. But I got a bunch of fry growing out. The odd thing is 80% of them look like they're going to be males. And I'm still wondering about the funky stuck together tail as these things grow out. But I love the pattern on them. I love the coloration. They're basically red cobras. Really, really nice dorsals on them. And so this female's really not doing anything anymore. And as a couple of people had said, I think Renee was one of them, that I shouldn't be using the shark type tail female, and she's not going to be doing anything anymore anyway, so I just didn't want to bump her off. And the other females in there's only 2, I think, have a normal tail. I think there's one more somewhere. Oh, there we go. So the only other thing I might try next is to put another all red albino female in there and try this again. So anyhow, that's what's happening with these. Pretty nice fish, actually. I do get a few males that have a decent tail, but as they age, the tail gets funky, meaning the bottom part looks like it's from another fish. It's like a Franken guppy, but color's good. Pattern is pretty nice. I wasn't after snakeskins in any way on these. I was just doing a cross to see what I'd get. And I don't have the other one set up to show, but maybe in another video. So how can you tell if you got a letter from a leper? There's a tongue stuck to the envelope. A tongue stuck to the envelope. And it'll probably take 2 weeks to get there because first class mail still is not going well. So anyway, that's these guys. And haven't updated these for a while. This is a conglomeration of females, and it's like a purple Cobra, I guess. That male's very old. The other male in here is very old, wherever he is. So I don't know if I'm going to get any more fry out of these, but I like the way they look, and I especially like that the dorsal on the two males I have went from being a really tiny dorsal to a nice long dorsal that goes about a third of the way into the tail, which is nice. Tail is just, I guess you would say, variegated. It's got purple, white, and probably black in it. And this one has a bit of that black body color that I get with those black snakeskins. So I have different types of females in here. I think this is close to what would give me more purple or whatever color this is. Cobras, snakeskins, whatever. And then this one's a little bit like a half black, a really poor half black. And then this one is just, I have no idea what. And these were all from a batch of fry. Tails has like excess pigment in one part of the tail at the bottom, middle. And that's what that is. It's not like a swordtail or anything. It's just a bunch of extra pigment. So it doesn't look that great. But I should get some more fry out of these, but these males have kind of had it. I would probably put in a black Cobra / snakeskin male with these females. Next, after these two males are kind of not doing anything anymore. Trying to find the other one. There we go. Hey, not bad, you know. It's kind of cool looking for a first time cross. And the last thing I'll wrap up with is just an odd, very odd thing. I'm sorry about the dirt in the tank, but I moved these guys from their 10-gallon tank into 2.5 so I can film it. Yeah, which never hurts to be able to film it. So I had done a cross before of the yellow deltas and the snow white albinos, and I got this bizarre result. There's about 25 females in here and one male, which looks nothing like a yellow delta or a snow white albino. Now some of these females have some yellow in the tail, which is good. So I'm just letting this go because I don't even know what the heck it is or what to do with it. It's an interesting male. I really have no idea. It actually looks like there's some snakeskin in it, but I did not put a snakeskin in that tank. I only had 4 fish, 2 males and 2 females, and 2 were definitely albinos and 2 were yellow deltas. So very, very bizarre, but it's kind of cool. It looks like 2 or 3 different types of females in here, which is very likely result when you do a cross. And since I only have 1 male, they're all in there with him, so it's happy days for this guy. He's just doesn't know where to go first. It's kind of like one of them all-you-can-eat buffets if they ever open them again. So anyway, that'll do it. That's I just want to do an update on some of the interesting results from the crosses. And I appreciate people watching and leaving comments. And if you want to get in touch with me, I put my email address in the video description. And if you have questions, you can email me or you can put them in the comments. I'm hoping to get back to shipping fish in about 2 weeks. The weather is really stupid here. I think yesterday the high was 44 in Philadelphia and the low this morning was 28. And then tomorrow it's supposed to get to 65, I think. So it's like, do I use a heat pack? Do I not use a heat pack? And then factor in the post office taking too long on some packages. So it's just best to wait. So anyway, that's an update on some crosses. If there's other videos you'd like to see, let me know. I'll probably do a couple more of my favorite strain ones, and then I'm redoing the fish room more towards growing out different types of guppies, and less towards IFGA showing, because there might be a show in June, July, there might not be. There'll definitely be an abbreviated season for it, so it's really just not worth it from what I can see for me to start shipping entries, because they would have to go by express, and that's probably going to be 60 to 80 bucks each way, and I don't really think I want to do that. So we'll see what happens when they can get some more planning. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.